Morning. I love making films. I love sharing them with audiences and seeing the impact that film can make. It's so powerful when an audience can respond to your work and take something of inspiration from it and bring it into their own lives. That's what gets me up every morning, wanting to push forward. Making films is not easy. There are certainly days where I want to hide under the covers and quit. But I don't, because there's always, something on the other side of that day. There's always a way to move your project forward, even just a little bit, every single day. And the glory is really being able to share your work with an audience, and it's really thrilling. Yeah, I'd say from the first time I heard about the Coxless Crew, or the 4 women who rowed across the Pacific Ocean in Losing Sight of Shore, to May 1st, which is when it was released worldwide on Netflix, is about 2.5 years in total. So some people say that's fast, some say it's slow. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. But they rowed for 9 months. It was supposed to take 6 months. It ended up taking 9. So production was about 9 months. And then post-production, so editing it, was another 9 months or so. So sifting through about 500 hours of footage was tedious, but also really exciting to see the journey unfold, because I wasn't on the boat. So being a director in this situation meant the preparation was in watching the footage. Whereas in other documentary situations, you might have been there for most of the footage that you're shooting, so you know it so well. And this time I didn't, I wasn't there. So part of my preparation was to watch every frame and to really see what the journey looked like, and then pick out the story arcs for each character, each rower, and figure out how they were going to evolve through the journey. Yeah, I'm creating content that supports and empowers women is my biggest passion in life. I think there's such a lack of female representation in media, at least in the US. Women are often over-sexualized, objectified, or ignored altogether. Our stories are often overlooked. We don't get to have our stories told in the same dynamic, exciting way that men do. And that's changing, certainly, and I want to be a part of that change. So that's really where the Empowerment Project came from, and then Losing Sight of Shore is really a step in that same direction of wanting to create content that makes women feel good, that shows them more strong female role models so they can take that inspiration into their own lives and achieve their goals, their dreams. Oh man, okay. Right now, let's go. Oh wow.
So, top 5 women who gives you energy, empowerment, inspiration.
That's a huge question. Okay, I'm gonna have to go with my mother first, Diane Moshman. Huge inspiration to me. She's balanced career and family her whole career. She was a chemical engineer for 18 years, and now she's a lawyer. Switched careers when I was in high school. It's amazing. She's also featured in the Empowerment Project, which is a huge honor for me. Right now I'm a huge fan of Patty Jenkins, who directed Wonder Woman. She's going to be directing Wonder Woman 2 and is going to be the highest paid female director of all time. So she's amazing and paving the way. I'm also a big fan of Ava DuVernay, who's a director in documentary and narrative. She's paving the way for women of color and women filmmakers, certainly. I'm running out of steam. Who else? I really like Lena Dunham as well. She did the show Girls on HBO in the US. And she's really fearless with her writing and her creating. Okay, that's 4. I feel like I need someone in history. Gosh, well, I'm also a big fan of Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the Supreme Court in the US. There's not that many women on the Supreme Court, so she's doing what she can to help women in all facets. So I hope that covers it. I would just say not to wait for permission, not to wait for anyone else's go ahead that it's the time, and to embrace your point of view. I think often we get caught up in this idea that we're not enough, or that we should be something that we're not, or we should be something else. But really embracing your history, your experiences, because they are unique to you, and your voice is important, and we need to hear your story, and no one else can tell your story like you can. So if you keep that in mind, then that'll kind of help you get through the tough times.